introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, Pac-Man. 120. Check 52. Hey, Buck. 40, 82, 40. Hey, Delta.
Mike 4. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Wentz now on first down. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Wentz. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Waiting. 2. Tyson.
Watch twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Mike 4.
Kill.
Get in the weight room.
Now Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On first down, Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And I think the ball's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
No game on this defense, no game.
Kill.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And a catch made by Hopkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Wentz going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
No.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Redskins 15-yard line.
Mike Ford. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Mike Ford. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Wentz now to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Black, come on.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here we go. 180.
Watch 2. And let's pin the mirrors back.
Great. 6-3. 218. Chop it.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
120.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, Haskins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Time to go, night-night.
On second and 11 now. Haskins trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Back. 280.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. It's complete to Hopkins. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's third down.
Ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. 2 times. Alert. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. 24.
They go play action with Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
At the 40-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Waiting. Man 5-7.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 30. 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Redskins touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Under 10. Under 10.
Empty. Sunday. Hey, exit. What's that?
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Joker.
Protein spill.
Wide. Get wide.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 22 yards there, a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Lefty.
Watch two. We own them.
81.
Choose the mic.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
We got 4.
Let's find 7.
Kid 33.
Hey, Haywood.
2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Rabbit.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Show it up. Watch me. Check 13. Check 13. You gonna take it.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd down at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Turn the ending. Turn right. 3 down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You had a horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Wentz now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down.
Check 9. 36.
Leave 5-3. Wait,
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go. Back. 120. Hey, other side. Solid. Two jet. Hang in there now. Switch it.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Let's go, Heavy.
That's 87.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Go.
Mike 4. Hey, I'm coming. Mike 4.
82.
Get him.
On second and goal, Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Redskins 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That one goes for 24 yards. Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Clifford into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Go, go. Switch. Straight 15. Please, 5-7.
Now Wentz. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, an 80-yard touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Wentz now on first down. This is caught by Williams. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Come on now, let's go.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick. And now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You got three down.
You draw perfect.
He's checking. Crash.
Hey, echo. Go.
To throw again, Clifford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Let's go.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
Ready?
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pull it high.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Clifford connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Redskins.
This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Throwing on first down. Clifford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 29, Wentz has got it to Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing now is Wentz. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. On play action, Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Off the bootleg, Clifford. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off-play action. Clifford. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 49, check 49. Watch the secret.
Empty.
Now they try the right side here. And some space here. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Go. 180.
Slam.
Two jet. Straight 15.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Wentz going to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
I bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the
74. Kill. 5-9.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. This is caught. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big... And it's a 1st down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Mike 4, Mike 4. Man, I got
Empty.
Now Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From a yard out. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute.
And that's caught inside the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. 19 yards there on the catch and run. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Bravo.
He'll look to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's got his man. It's Williams. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Kill.
Mike Ford. Target.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Ready?
To throw is Wentz. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Ready, set.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Redskins, it's just their second win here in 11 tries this season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.